Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthew, otherwise known as Morning Key, and today I have another trailer reaction for you guys. I'm going to be reacting to the Tales of the Jedi official trailer on Disney+. Tales of the Jedi is an upcoming American animated anthology series created by Dave Filoni and Charles Murray for the streaming service Disney+. It is part of the Star Wars franchise, exploring different Jedi characters from the prequel trilogy era. The series is produced by Lucasfilm Animation. It consists of 6 episodes split into 2 paths, one following the character Ahsoka Tano and the other depicting the character Count Dooku, of course before his fall to the dark side of the Force. Y'all, I am very excited for this show. I have not been, I will say it hasn't been on my mind too much just with college going on, but even just from the thumbnail of it, I am really excited to see Dooku as a Jedi. I'm hoping, so it's going to be 3 episodes following Ahsoka and 3 episodes following Jedi Dooku. I hope that we get to see Dooku's fall to the dark side. I will say, right off the bat, that is definitely what I'm most excited for. I would love to see him on some adventures with Master Yoda, who trained him, or even with his Padawan, or even his best friendship with Sifo Dyas. Because one of the interesting vibes to me in the Clone Wars is how close Fives and some other characters get to discovering Order 66. And we even get to see Plo Koon and Commander Wolf discover Sifo Dyas' ship in Season 6 of the Clone Wars. I would love to see Dooku and Sifo Dyas' friendship and maybe even Dooku's eventual betrayal of him. I would really love that. So, without further ado, you guys, here we go. Tales of the Jedi official trailer.
Everywhere there is life, but you must face death.
Oh.
Honor it. Do not fear it. Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi.
Awesome, man. Let's go.
The best way I can protect you is to teach you
Young
how to
Anakin.
protect yourself.
Ooh.
Mr. Dooku.
I want to bring peace and order to the galaxy.
Oh my god.
Master, stop!
It is the only way you will truly have victory, my Padawan.
Again.
Phase 1 clones. Oh my god.
Dooku, stand down.
Losing control.
I'm tired of fighting.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness.
No.
Let's hope all that training pays off.
Yaddle.
Who might you be?
Oh. What? Yo, fellas.
And who might you be?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I have so much to say. So they had, for some reason, Star Wars actually had the subtitles on for that. And you could see in the end, that's an Inquisitor talking. So I guess by the end of the 3rd episode of Ahsoka's anthology part, we're going to get to see how she kills this Inquisitor and takes his lightsaber. Because none of the Inquisitors know who she is by the beginning of Rebels, which means this one has to die. Alright, you guys, I'm going to kind of start backwards here with the end of the trailer, because I didn't think it would go into the future like that. We're going to get to see some of Ahsoka after Season 7 of the Clone Wars. So who I think this is, y'all, in the comics, Ahsoka kills the 6th brother and turns his red lightsaber. She purifies it, basically. So how the Sith would sometimes take a light side kyber crystal and bleed it and turn it red and make it their Sith crystal. I feel like she's going to do the opposite, because she left her lightsabers on this ice planet from the finale of Season 7 so that Darth Vader and the Emperor would think she's dead, which was like 1000 IQ, by the way. And so she hasn't had a lightsaber, and so I think the way she's going to get her white lightsabers that she has in Season 2 of Rebels is by killing this Inquisitor and I think this is going to be their Disney version of the sixth brother from the comics. I think she's going to kill him and purify his lightsabers. And I'm 100% on that. I know in my Mandalorian video, I had some theories that I was like, well, this is my theory, but it could be wrong. No, I know this. I know it in my heart that that is exactly what's going to happen. So I don't know. I know that y'all don't need my guidance on this, but this is very clearly Padme's funeral. This is exciting, you guys. This is a callback to Season 6 of the Clone Wars. In Season 6, we get to see Yoda being tempted by the Force, and he gets to see, in the time of the Clone Wars, he gets to see that same time, but as if the war never happened. So you get to see light side Dooku and Qui-Gon still alive. You get to see Yoda talking with all of these people in front of this tree, and it's basically the Jedi Temple. We don't get to see many shots of the exterior of it throughout the Clone Wars and the movies, but this is a Uneti tree, and it's an incredibly rare species of long-lived, force-sensitive trees that grew on the planet Ahch-To. So this is another sequel trilogy callback, because these are the kinds of trees that grow on this planet from the end of The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. So this ancient library that's on the island of Ahch-To in The Last Jedi is in one of these Uneti trees, and it was built to hold the founding text of the Jedi Order, and it was hollowed inside, obviously. That's a cool, I feel like it's a cool Force area, and I think it's a cool callback that the Jedi Order, honestly, I was just now thinking it's cool that they have it in The Last Jedi, but really it's a tradition so old that one of the first Jedi temples, which is on Ahch-To, had the Uneti tree, and of course they have them on Coruscant. I love that little detail. And so we get to see Dooku in front of it, Master Dooku. And what I'm really liking about this trailer is all of these shots of Dooku. We get to see him just thinking here, and he, obviously one of the reasons he turns is he wants to do so much, and the Jedi are holding him back from it. So we even get to see him kind of going off on these special forces on this planet, and Master Windu is like, Dooku, stand down, with his lightsaber to that guy's throat. Man, I really hope we get to see Dooku's fall. And we got to see young Qui-Gon Jinn, who's Dooku's apprentice, obviously. That serves to build Qui-Gon even more, because we'll get to see him watching his master slowly fall and do these darker things, like Ahsoka saw Anakin doing darker things throughout the Clone Wars. And rather than join him, he'll learn from it. It kind of relates back to some of the lessons he gives to Obi-Wan during the Phantom Menace. In this scene, you guys, we get a younger looking version of Anakin Skywalker and Tara Sinube, who teaches Ahsoka patience in one of the episodes of the Clone Wars when she loses her lightsaber. We get to see them both training her, and we get to see Phase 1 clone troopers. I love this animation design too. It's like loyal to the Clone Wars still, and it looks super similar, and the characters are all just younger. I love it, man. And we get to see her training with Phase 1 clone troopers. We're getting to see how Ahsoka manages to survive Rex, Jesse, and the 320 seconds assault on her in the flag room of this ship. And I just love it. I just love that. We're getting to see how Anakin trains her, and then he basically is the reason she survived Order 66. So even though he fell, he's the reason that Ahsoka was able to rise still. So I feel like that's just amazing. Plus, with her character development of getting to see his slow doing darker things in the Clone Wars, just like Qui-Gon got to see Dooku doing slowly darker things leading up to the Clone Wars. I really love that connection between those two pairs, and also for how she manages to survive. So we saw Master Dooku talking to this person, and because of the subtitles we know she's a village elder, and Dooku wants to bring peace and order to the galaxy, and I think he might be having doubts about the Jedi. They're not the way to do it. I wonder if we'll get to see Palpatine whispering in his ear already during this as well, because he turns to the dark side after some years, barely before the Clone Wars. I wonder how many episodes young Qui-Gon Jinn will be in too, because we'll obviously get an adventure with Dooku and Qui-Gon where they're kind of, I don't know if they're trying to be diplomats between these two groups on this planet, but he starts fighting everyone and Dooku's kind of letting loose. Yeah, it looks like he's fighting everyone to me.
Truly have victory, my Padawan.
Another thing that I feel like this serves Qui-Gon's story is Dooku is kind of turning away from the Jedi laws and traditions and beliefs. And what I thought was so good is in The Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon is not on the High Council because he refuses to bow to their wishes and do exactly what they say, because he is just focused on solely following the Jedi traditions and values and beliefs, where the Council, that is not their only concern anymore. So I like that Qui-Gon stays true to what the Jedi should be no matter what. I love that. These are giving me separatist vibes for some reason, but I feel like it could just be Planetary Defense Force. I'm so hyped for this, you guys. Dooku barely not cutting this guy's head off. He holds back for now, but then we get to see him sad and thinking about it. And it's important also to note, Count Dooku is like the leader of Sereno, his homeworld that will become a separatist allied world during the Clone Wars. He is still a political figure there, and his family has been political figures there for centuries, just like Bail Organa's family. Speaking of Bail Organa, we do get a quick shot of him during this trailer. I'm not sure exactly what role he could play. Maybe we'll get to see him talking to Master Dooku. You guys, this shot with everyone mourning and Ahsoka in the crowd makes me think that we are going to get a scene. Maybe in her final episode of her 3 episodes, we might get sometime in the beginning of it, we get to see her going to find Padme and discovering that she was killed. I don't know if it's public knowledge that she was killed by a Sith, because I believe Palpatine has the public believe that Anakin died as a hero in the Clone Wars, like he was one of the only good Jedi. I don't know if Ahsoka knows how Padme truly dies, but I think that we're going to get to see Ahsoka at Padme's funeral, and this is going to make me cry. I'm not even going to cap. I'm going to cry like a bitch. Dooku just looks so good here. He looks so good. Oh, we get to see Season 7 Rex. So I think we are going to get to see a little bit more of the Season 7 of the Clone Wars finale. We might get a couple events that are right after that, like Ahsoka making it to Padme's funeral. Maybe even like a little bit of Rex, more Rex. And then we'll get to see Ahsoka have to fight the 6th brother, Inquisitor, sometime after. And he's absolutely getting vibe checked. I know it. We get even younger than... Well, this has got to be... They meet in the Clone Wars movie. So Ahsoka and Anakin meet for the first time during the Clone Wars movie. So this has got to be, I think, within a year after them meeting, because she looks even younger than she is in the Clone Wars, honestly, in this shot. We get to see them in front of a window in the Jedi Temple talking, probably after the training sequence. Then we get a shot of Yoda and young-looking Obi-Wan Kenobi. It looks like a very much animated Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan. That's what his face is looking like to me, at least. And that Jedi in the left is absolutely Plo Koon. You can tell by his lightsaber, also his arm guards, and you can kind of see a little bit of his alien chin tentacles hanging down a little bit. And Plo Koon is the Jedi who discovers Ahsoka Tano, so maybe this will be her as a youngling being brought before the council. You also get this shot of Ahsoka walking down this corridor alone. I am sure that this is on Naboo. Then, you guys, I missed this the first watch through, but there's so many shots, I'm like pausing every 1.5 seconds. So I didn't catch this the first time, but we see when Obi-Wan pretends to be assassinated in the Clone Wars, we get to see a Jedi burial at what a burial at the Jedi Temple looks like, because we get to see very different style Jedi funerals during Return of the Jedi and The Phantom Menace, with Anakin Skywalker and Qui-Gon Jinn being buried. But this looks to be a Jedi funeral at the Jedi Temple, and we see Tara Sinube with Depa Billaba behind him. And to their right is Count Dooku, and to his right is Saesee-Tin, who is cut down by the Emperor during Revenge of the Sith. And so I believe this is going to be the burial of Sifo Dyas. I feel like Dooku maybe has already fallen to the dark side, because he helps Palpatine make sure to kill Sifo Dyas so that the Jedi don't find out that they, the Sith, commissioned the clone army. So I don't know what other Jedi would be dead here besides Sifo Dyas. So this could be Dooku's already turned right here. We also get to see Mace Windu in front of Sifo Dyas' body.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness.
Oh, he looks so good. Yes.
And who might you?
Yes. Yes, it looks so freaking good. I can't tell because of the little bit of change in animation, but we get to see whoever the Inquisitor has been torturing or is about to kill with Ahsoka in front of him. I want to say Lex Bonteri, but it just doesn't look close enough like him. But I could see Ahsoka going for the kill on the Inquisitor if this was Lex Bonteri, an older version of him that he was torturing or about to kill. But it does not look like him exactly to me, so I'm not 100% on that. Here we get to see Qui-Gon Jinn helping one of the villagers up, and it looks like he's looking back at Dooku, worried about him, which correlates to Ahsoka worried about Anakin's darkness in the Clone Wars. I'm loving that parallel between these two pairs, y'all. It just looks like he's really concerned for his master, and is seeing him losing control, y'all. Dooku losing control, I'm so hyped. That's what I'm most excited about. Dooku's slow descent into darkness. I love that. And he also says, monologues, I've been warning them about the coming darkness. Little does he know, he's gonna fall to it too. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, he looks so freaking good. Who is this behind him? I just can't tell who that is, y'all. If anyone thinks they know who it is, leave a comment. I can't tell exactly who that is.
Let's hope all that training pays off.
Get to see more Master Dooku. He just looks so good. I know I'm just on repeat like a freaking broken audio record, but oh man. You guys, next we get to see Yaddle and Dooku dueling. So there's a couple things that this could be. This could be dueling practice, but judging by Yaddle's face, she looks extremely serious. Now, we only see Yaddle in The Phantom Menace, and in the comics, she stepped down from the High Council before the events of the Clone Wars began. Now, a lot of people, have thought Yoda and Yaddle could be Grogu's parents just because they're the only ones of his species we've ever seen. I feel like Yoda as the Grand Master, wouldn't go against the Jedi teachings by having someone he's attached to like that to be a father, so I really think that rules them out as Grogu's parents. But, her stepping down from the council was a pre-Disney comics thing, which means, there's fans that will say, oh, well, if it works, I'll still think it's true. But really, it's not. That is not a true fact for Disney canon. So what could also happen is Yaddle, throughout the Dooku episodes, has been seeing him slowly turning to the dark side, and she confronts him while he's evil, maybe after Sifo Dyaz's funeral, and maybe Dooku kills her in his escape from Coruscant. That, I will say, this theory, maybe that's a little bit of a reach. It could literally just be them dueling, y'all, but also it would be kind of crazy if Dooku brings Yaddle down. But then the dialogue in episode 2 would be messed up, where Mace Windu is like, Dooku would never stoop to these levels, try to assassinate Senator Amidala. So, I don't know, you guys. We'll see. Y'all also stopping on this still. This could be Dooku going to visit Palpatine in the Works District. Now, during the end of episode 2, and also, I believe some during season 6 of the Clone Wars, during season 6 of the Clone Wars, we get to see Palpatine and Dooku doing a Sith ritual in the Works District, in Palpatine's secret base. So if we get to see Master Dooku going to visit Palpatine and Palpatine revealing himself as the Sith Lord, or Dooku finally bending the knee and becoming the apprentice in the Works District at the secret base, that would be so awesome. So in that snippet, we get to see more of Dooku going full-on aggression on these planetary defense forces, whereas Mace is just disarming people. I'm just loving all the little subtle hints are great. Okay, this is our best shot of this person. Is that Lux Bonteri? I cannot tell. I can't tell. Who is this that he's torturing? And obviously you can see the Imperial Signet on his on his shoulder. This has got to be the Disney version of the Sixth Brother, fellas. I feel like that's Lux Bonteri he has with the lightsaber to his throat, but I'm not quite sure. You guys, another detail I would love to see. We get to see that Dooku, even as a Jedi, I thought his lightsaber might have been normal and he chose to have the curved hilt when he became a Sith, but since he already has the curved lightsaber, I hope that we get to see him bleed his crystal red. and that becomes his Sith lightsaber. And I would also love to see Ahsoka kill the sixth brother and take his lightsabers and purify them white, and they be her lightsabers that she has in Rebels and in The Mandalorian Season 2. You guys, I'm so hyped for this. I know I've already said it, but what I'm most excited about is the whole Dooku story, seeing his slow descent into darkness. That's what I'm most excited for. And then I'm really excited to see Ahsoka's content after the end of Season 7 of the Clone Wars, probably in her third and final episode of the series. I'm really excited for this, you guys. If this series does well, I really wouldn't mind if they did more of these pre-Clone Wars but same Clone Wars animation episodes. I would love that. I mean, I'm so down. I'm so down, you guys. We're blessed with all this Star Wars content. I'm so freaking hyped and ready for all of it. You guys, if you like this video, like the video, hit the bell if you want to stay notified for more, and comment if you guys agree with my takes, have your own, or disagree. I would love to hear what y'all think. And yeah, y'all, nothing else to say. I'm ready. Peace out, y'all.